Welcome back to Living Our American Dream, everybody. My name's Matt, and welcome to my shop. We're going to do two things in this video. We're going to do one thing. It's going to be a woodworking project, but we're going to build two things. One of those is going to be a cutting board for my wife. That's going to be built butcher block style with a mix of maple and cherry and walnut slats. And the other one is going to be a pretty rudimentary assembly of three boards put together side by side that's going to make up a 36-inch long by 24-inch wide, basically a big board for my cousin to use in her kitchen. She has a use for such a Now we've got our three pieces cut to width. Hopefully we can get this thing to glue up good. But before we do that, we are going to hit it with the planer to try to get these down to a common thickness. I'm going to get the planer set up on top of the platform of the table saw. We'll keep moving. All right, so as you've seen in the time lapse, we got her glued together. So you can see we got a start of the next board we're going to make. So this other guy is still glued up over here. Basically, we took a piece of this maple and we made a whole bunch of strips out of it. And you can see in this stack up right here, I've got two pieces of cherry mixed in. There's also going to be, where to go, right here. This piece of walnut is going to come next. So Marcus and I are going to finish our strips. Then we're going to take that walnut and we're going to start cutting that into strips. So we've got our pieces of walnut, which got a really nice purple color to them. We've got our pieces of cherry. We've got our pieces of maple. I think this is going to make a really nice board. We just have to determine what order and what pattern we want these to be. We're just going to look at what our pieces are and just start putting together some sort of a pattern. So if we go that, here, another one of these, and then cherry again, two of these. I'm just going to put the whole pattern together and see what it looks like. Nice. I kind of like it like this. What do you think, buddy? It's got a good pattern. You like the pattern? The customer here is your mother, so we need to get her out here and see what she thinks of this pattern and of this size, and then we'll go from there. First time I've ever tried this. I wasn't really prepared for all the sliding that these were doing as I put the clamps on. It's a good thing that I had my wife here helping me.
So we're going to take a quick look at the inside of this machine. This is my friend Mike. He's got a 24-inch wide, 25-inch. But the inside of one of these planers, this is what it looks like.
This is a carbide helical cutter.
So this thing turns super fast. And then these rollers here are what feeds the workpiece through. And the cutters just give you a nice flat surface all the way across. So I thought that'd be neat. And big thanks to Mike here for letting us come over here and use his stuff.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, this is going to be the finished product on this one. Pretty simple, straightforward. I'm not going to put a finish on this board just because I'm not sure what she wants to do with it. And what I mean by finish is I'm not going to put a coat of anything on it. No wax, no mineral oil. I'm going to see what she wants to do, and she can go from there. So what we need to do now is we need to take this uneven edge and we need to trim it square. So I made this little jig. I've been meaning to make one of these for a while. It's just an extended push bar, really. By doing this, it allows me to slide this back far enough to place my workpiece on here and clear the blade. So the next step is, now that I've got everything sanded down and pretty much this thing is exactly how I want it, before I finish sanding, you take just a spray bottle of water and squirt this down so it's moist all across the entire surface. What that'll do is any little fibers will stick up when it dries, and then you run your sander over it one more time, and that way when this thing gets washed in the future, it won't have those fibers stick up later and feel rough in the future. Wet this thing down. We're not gonna soak it, but we're just gonna get it where it's wet all the way across. All right, so you can see in the background, I've got the board in the house now. The last phase of this is probably the most exciting phase. So when you're doing a woodworking project, at least for me, when I'm doing a woodworking project, the most exciting part is the stain and the finish, because it really makes the grain pop out and really makes the project look really nice. This is actually a Christmas gift for her this year, and she's known about it all along. It's not a surprise. And the reason that we're finishing it early, and I'm actually going to give it to her early, is because we're going to use it on Christmas Day for, we're actually going to use it for a charcuterie board to start with. Maybe not a cutting board, maybe only for a charcuterie board. I don't know. It's her choice.
I don't know if I want to cut on it. It's so beautiful.
It's her choice. So anyway, right now she's going to take the camera and we're going to put a layer of oil on this. Look at that, Jen.
It is beautiful.
Am I getting much dripping on that end over there?
Yeah, I can see a little bit. Oh, yeah, I see it on the table too, or the counter. Excuse me.
Hand grained of walnut right here with this little mark on it. Looks really cool. See that right there?
See if I can build it. Oh, yeah.
Look at it just soak in. You see that? Put it on here. Look at it. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Soaking into the end grain. Alright, so that's gonna do it for this video. We only put one layer of, or I should say coating of cutting board oil on the main board down here, but we'll probably do 2 more after this one soaks in. But that's gonna do it. Monica's gonna deliver this one to my cousin tomorrow. So Stance, I hope you enjoy this if you watch this video. And definitely, my wife's behind the camera nodding her head, but she's gonna enjoy she's gonna enjoy this one, I'm sure. So I appreciate you guys watching the video, and we will see you on the next one.